6'8", number 2, Hayes.
Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
And you know, with MP, he doesn't hide the fact that he's out to inflict maximum damage at the offensive end of the floor.
And he hasn't quite backed up his words yet. But with MP, I imagine that'll only fuel his fire. Don't be surprised if he goes off tonight. You don't want to be the guy defending MP when he's got a point to prove.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, George is out there with MP. Then there's Filipowski. Then there's Bailey. And it's Kessler in at the 5. Let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Well, I spoke to MP before the game. He told me he was very aware of the defensive challenge in front of him, but feels like these are the types of games that bring out the best in him, saying he's focused on turning in a dominant scoring performance. Guys, he sounded confident.
And when he's dominant, watch out. He's going right at him. That's his mentality. Hey, thanks. So it's the Pistons now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Cunningham looking it over. Just 4 to shoot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I love that move by Cunningham to create the space for himself.
George passes to MP. That one doesn't go. Cunningham with some nice D. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. And here's Harris from the arc. Offensive rebound. Shot's good by Duren.
Well, positioning and size win Duren the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
MP finds Filipowski. Back to MP. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Look at MP getting slick with it. That's a great move to have at the ready.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons, looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, Shams. Here's Cunningham, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Ivy, and the layup's good off the glass. Ivy's got his second bucket of the night.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
MP passes to George. Back to MP. And there's the drive. Here's Filipowski.
Didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. To the paint. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Goodness.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. From downtown, Duren pulls it in. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Cunningham kicks to Ivy. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. George with the ball. Duren picks him up. MP with it. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Rejected by Harris.
What a hustle play by Harris. Getting to the shot and shutting it down.
2 on the clock. Here's MP. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. MP's got 6.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Harris passes to Ivy. Harris a screen. Lets it go from deep. Utah with the rebound. The drive by MP. There's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen by Cunningham. MP against Ivy. Pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
For Utah, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. MP passes to Kessler. MP against Cunningham. Back to Kessler. Filipowski in the corner. Shot clock at 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 9.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Thompson, a screen on George. George against Ivy. It's up a 3. They get it again. Duren can't get it to fall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Kessler. Still yet to score. MP looking around. His 4th miss of the game. He's made 3. Pistons trail by 3. Inside, here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
Now, here's MP. He's got 6. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Duren. Now, here's Cunningham. Out to Thompson. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz leading by 3. Here's MP. It's hauled in by Harris.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Timberwolves. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Yeah, I think for Utah, they're trending in the wrong direction. The NBA competition can be unforgiving. Not much room for mistakes.
Now, here's MP. 8 points for him. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So for the Pistons, Duncan Robinson comes in for Ausar Thompson. And it's LeVert in for Jaden Ivey. Here's Collier. The Jazz with another miss.
You can't play better defense than that. Patrolling that mid-range area.
Now you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
The Pistons trailing. And here's Cunningham. Over MP. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist from Tobias Harris.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For Utah, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Here's MP, and he banks in the layup. MP's got 10 points in the game.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now, here's Cunningham. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable.
Oh, Kevin,
that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boy.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Here's MP. He's got 10. Pass to Sensabaugh. And Anderson kicks to MP. Takes it inside with the putback. Shoots over Duren. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Cunningham outside. Duren sets the screen for Harris. And Duren slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
MP outside. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Guarded by Robinson. Nurkic a screen on Cunningham. MP dishes to Nurkic. Yep, it counts.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shot you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
All reads check in for Detroit.
Pretty easy to be the teammate of Tobias Harris. You can count on double digits from him most nights, and he doesn't need a ton of the ball to get there.
And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to Boston.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Anderson a screen on Cunningham with 4 seconds on the clock. And there's the play by Anderson inside. And the Jazz lead by 2. MP has been leading the charge for the Jazz, setting up teammates and getting buckets. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Holland is out there with Paul Reed. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's LeVert in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now, here's MP. Back to Niang. Shot clock at 2. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And the dunk by MP.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Here's LeVert. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. Was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals.
Taken away. The numbers in their favor. On up the court. Reed misses.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
MP outside. Pass to Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Ron Holland.
A physical big, Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
The Jazz making a switch here. George is checked in. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
I love the determination that MP showed there. He is developing into an absolute bulldog.
So for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Reed. Jaden Ivey comes in for Karis LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Marcus Sasser. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Now here is Robinson. Still scoreless. And slam dunk by Ivey.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivey, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Down low, stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. The shot by Ivey, no good. The Jazz with the lead. Here's MP. Robinson pulls it in. Cunningham on the wing. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Something Kessler does so well. A towering 7-footer who takes pride in protecting the rim.
And the Pistons with possession here. Following the miss by MP. An even 3-on-3 break. In the corner, it's Kessler. Stolen by Kessler. MP with it. Now defended by Cunningham. MP outside. George trying to break free. MP, no good.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
That's tipped. MP going in strong. Pass to Hendricks. Now George. Now MP. 17 points in the game. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack himself.
Now here's Ivey. Trailing by 4. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
So it's Detroit in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
The Wizards' rotation's affected by injury. Man, things look different out there without McCollum. Such a versatile scorer who can also be...
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Pistons.
slashing, scoring.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got MP. Filipowski's out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's George, and it's Bailey in at the 3 spot. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Kevin, back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Cunningham on the wing. Over MP. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Ivy kicks to Harris. Ivy with a screen for Harris. Back to Ivy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over George. The shot by Ivy, no good.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from MP. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham outside. Driving the lane and stolen by MP. An even 3-on-3 break. It's tipped. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
And over the course of his career, Tobias Harris has shown a willingness to embrace various roles.
Well, look, Kevin, Tobias Harris is not only a highly skilled player, but he is a team-oriented, win-first, veteran guy, totally unselfish, and will just figure out a way that he needs to help any team he's on get to where they want to go. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
MP inside. He's against Cunningham.
Cunningham has great length for his position, and he uses it right there.
Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
Drills it from outside. Cunningham's got 23.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Here's MP. MP finishes inside.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
Cunningham against MP. Cunningham outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over MP. And again, Cunningham missing.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Filipowski finds MP. Back to Filipowski. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Now just a 2-point Piston lead.
The youngster, MP, keeping that head on a swivel.
Cunningham passes to Ivy. Duren with a screen on George. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by MP. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Utah. Driving inside. Pass to Bailey. MP against Ivy. Here's Filipowski. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Nice possession. MP giving him a great look there.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. MP against Cunningham. Now Duren. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And Utah making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. Now here is George. He has yet to score. To the middle. Cunningham against MP. Back to Kessler. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. they have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
Collier, he's checked in for George. To stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
Now, here's Ivey. He's got 13.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
MP passes to Filipowski. Now, here's MP. He's got 31. Here's Kessler. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now, here's Cunningham. They trail by 1. Here's MP. It's MP finishing at the other end.
Well, when MP gets in the open floor on the break like that, watch out.
Pass to Duren. Here's Ivey. Thompson, high post. Duren sets the screen for Harris. Pulls up, high post, up again, and Duren is right there.
Well, Duren has those long arms. Terrific rebounder at both ends.
Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And that game against the Pacers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Caris LeVert's checked in for Cunningham. So it's Detroit now. Harris finds Ivey. Down low, Duren, and Duren slams it in.
Well, give credit to Duren's teammates. They know he's got the hot hand, and they're feeding him the ball.
MP with it. 33 points for him. Nurkic a screen on Ivey. To the inside. Nurkic the pass to MP. Shot clock at 6. Back to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Man, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Ivey. 13 points in the game. Here's Collier. LeVert defending, and it's good, 2 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Utah.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
To the paint, here's Duren. Fires from deep. And it's LeVert missing. Utah leading by 3. MP outside. Inside. Nurkic can't hit.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
MP inside. Defended by Duren.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
And before his untimely injury, Jaden Ivey, Greg, was blossoming in his 3rd season.
Yeah, his shooting touch showed tremendous improvement. Great to see him back on the court, and still plenty of time to deliver on his potential.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Holland, he's checked in for Duren. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Thompson. And a switcher also for Utah. Sensabaugh is checked in. Here's Sensabaugh. Kicks it out to MP, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Let's see some of the numbers here for Caris LeVert. Marcus Sasser's checked in for the Pistons.
Number 25.
The Pistons trailing. And here's LeVert, still without a basket. To the right side.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Harris.
2 minutes.
Just 5 on the clock. Sasser. Detroit, no good that time either. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. Here's Collier. Back to MP. Latrey. MP nails the triple.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
LeVert the pass to Harris. Robinson left side. Collins kicks to LeVert. Pass to Robinson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Sasser. It's tipped. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's LeVert missing.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Screen by Nurkic. The drive by MP. And it's Collier missing. Pistons trail by 4. LeVert with a wide open look. On the 3 off target.
Yeah, look, if I'm his coach, I'm going to get him involved in another way. Set a screen, get an assist, something to reset his mind a little bit.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's MP. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's MP making things happen for Utah. What an amazing quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Robinson is out there with Holland. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Quintman in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
Lots of ways Robinson can get to the basket. Defenses play him tight.
And Duncan Robinson, one of the more efficient three-point marksman coach in this league.
Yeah, look, Kevin, Duncan Robinson built his game around his three-point shooting, and the threat of the three has drawn more defensive attention, and Duncan Robinson has learned to make plays for other people based on the defense that he sees a much improved all-around basketball.
LeVert the pass to Cunningham. Here's Holland. Back to Cunningham. Three-pointer, LeVert. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. George against Cunningham. George passes to Filipowski. The drive by MP. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Shots good by Filipowski.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Now Reed. Back to Cunningham. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Anderson outside. Pass to Kessler. And good that time. Kessler's got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pistons shooting well. They're at 45%. Outside Robinson. Reed a screen on Anderson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
The Pistons making a change here. Duren's checked in, and both free throws good for Reed. Utah leading by 4. It's stolen by Duren. Anderson against Robinson. Here's Cunningham. Utah with the rebound. MP with it. Robinson picks him up. Here's MP. Inside. MP gets it.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Cunningham against MP. Cunningham right side. The open shot. LeVert. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Down low. And Duren slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Detroit making a switch. Hollins checked in. It's good. MP's got 40 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Outside Robinson. Duren with the screen on Anderson. Robinson finds Duren.
There's a lot of size in motion. Duren like a freight train to the rim.
Jazz leading by 4. There's the screen. Tries the spin move. Cunningham against MP. Filipowski. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Back to Cunningham. The Pistons working the ball around now. Duren sets the screen for LeVert. The kick out to Cunningham. Off target from three-point range.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Cunningham. Six on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on MP. You know, Stan, you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses. What impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Cunningham with it. Now defended by MP. Thompson passes to Duren. Now, here's Ivy. Defense is right there. Count that one.
Well, some tricky ball handling from Ivy. He understands how to create scoring opportunities for himself.
MP passes to Filipowski. To the inside. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Duren against Kessler. Duran, the pass to Harris. Connects from three-point range.
Terrific at cashing in off the catch. Harris wants those passes to come his way.
Pass to Kessler. The drive by MP. And MP throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position. Yeah, that's his fourth foul. Got to be careful now.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
Jazz leading by 5. MP outside. There's MP on the drive.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Steps back. Cunningham passes to Duran. Here's Ivy. From the arc. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
So it's the Jazz now. They lead by 7. There's the pick. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. MP against Cunningham. And stolen by MP. Pass to Bailey for the 3. Rebound, Detroit. Ivy's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Cunningham dishes it to Thompson. Here's Ivy. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Perfect timing by Duran, making sure he finishes strong.
MP against Cunningham. MP. Cunningham pulls it down. Pistons trail by 7. Now Harris, big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
What a huge bucket by Harris, coming up big.
Now Bailey. The basket is good.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dish it like this. Well, in these big moments, Cunningham really wants the ball.
Utah leading by 5. MP inside. Cunningham's there. Thompson with it. George picks him up. Ivy outside. Here's Harris. Up top, Cunningham. Now Harris launches it. Can't get it to go.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Cunningham against MP. He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Duran with the screen on George. Now Cunningham. It's in from 7.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trusting him in a big spot.
Here's Kessler. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's good from Kessler.
And Kessler is just a steady, reliable big man because he shoots a good percentage and defends the rim well.
He'll tip it. Oh, sticks the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Bailey. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
And no doubt, one of the more polarizing prospects in this year's rookie class. Bailey makes shots few others can, but he's still adding strength and polish to his all-around game.
Cunningham. The long shot, no good. And so, MV will bring it up for Utah. Kessler setting the pick for MP. Into the lane. 5 on the clock. Knocks down the 3.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
So it's Utah with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana.
MP, you managed to lead your team to the win tonight despite the focus of a lot of attention from the opposing defense. How do you deal with the extra attention?
Look, when you're the top threat on the floor, like I am, the other team is going to send their best players at you. That's going to happen every night. I know I have to perform in spite of it. That's my job. I'm fine with it.
Oh, very good, MP. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Kevin.